The United States and the DPRK are now in direct bilateral talks. Previously, this is something that Kim Jong-un's father wanted, his grandfather wanted. None of them could achieve it.
And the reason is?
Because of dogma on the United States side. They don't want to deal with North Korea, communist regime, nuclear, there's many issues. And what had to happen in previous administrations, presidential administrations, is China introduced the six-party talks. I mean, bring them to the table, but let's hold everybody's hand together with four other nations at the table. This is already an achievement that there's direct bilateral dialogue. And now we have two parallel tracks. We have North and South Korea in dialogue about cooperation, about breaking down barriers, about economic collaboration, seeking economic synergies. And at the same time now we also have a bilateral dialogue between Washington and Pyongyang. Very, very critical. Really what it will amount to is a horse trade between denuclearization in exchange for the ending of economic sanctions, which will change everything.
And let's look at the facial expressions and also body languages during the meeting. And Trump, who claims to have a bigger nuclear button on his desk, actually showed kind of a protective in manner and very serious on face. On the other hand, Kim Jong-un, the most powerful post-80s young man in the world, and also it is his debut in the international diplomatic arena. Indeed, he has been smiling all the way.
Far more confident than Trump in this situation.
In some way, indeed. He's smiling happily. So who do you think is taking more things away from this summit? Kim?
I think both leaders make great contribution to make this historic meeting a reality, and we are all very happy about their handshake, about their meeting, about their kind of a joint day talking to the press, for example. Personally, I would say Mr. Kim, up to now, is the bigger winner, mainly because he overcame all the odds. He demonstrated audacity, wisdom, and smartness, and he managed to bring the U.S. president onto the same table, on the same par with the U.S. president.
And it's already a success for him.
Of course, and up to today, he did not make any substantive concession, I would say, about how denuclearization would be achieved. Now, for President Trump, it's also a big step forward. He, at least for this meeting, he demonstrated his commitment to what he pledged to do during the presidential election, and it also set this meeting in sharp contrast with what he did for the Iran nuclear deal, where he walked out of the new Iran nuclear deal, and hopefully this gives hope at least to those who doubt him, who second-guess him, at least a chance to hope that we may have a better result for the Korean nuclear issue, and eventually whatever that was impossible even to imagine could be at least seriously discussed between DPRK and the United States. Today is a day for hope. Today is not a day for really serious skeptical second-guessing of the two leaders.